Jake, is Leprechaun gold even worth the trouble?
Have you seen gold prices right now?
That's a yes.
No, man. I'm just saying, put that into the equation.
Welcome to Creepin' It Real. I am Judah.
I'm Jake.
We're talking about 1994's Leprechaun 2. Now, I gotta say, I did enjoy this one a little bit more than the first, but not a whole lot. I read that Jennifer Aniston was approached to star in the second movie as the bride of the Leprechaun, but she turned it down, even though they offered her $25,000 to focus on Friends, which by the time that was done, she was making like $1 million per episode.
Yeesh.
So anyway.
So the gold's not worth it, man.
No. Leprechaun 2 had a slightly larger budget than the first. The first was like $900,000. The second one, they gave him $1.5 million. Now, the first one, with just this $900,000, brought back $8.5 million. Whereas the second one, with a slightly larger budget, only brought back $2.3 million. So the studio put a hard stop on the Leprechaun theatrical release, and 2 was the last theater-released Leprechaun movie until 2014 when Origins came out.
It was by WWE Studios. Yeah, it had Hornswoggle in it. Leprechaun in the WWE universe. And Vince McMahon's son.
Really?
Yeah.
It did become quite clear, and we talked about this a little bit beforehand. There are some massive inconsistencies between the first movie
So bad.
and the second movie.
In the first movie, he's like, I'm 600 years old. In this one, he's 2,000 years old. And I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah.
The second one is like, if you have his gold, you can't get killed by him?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that didn't stop him at all in the first one,
No, he was
man.
going after the chunky dude. Like,
And
I think
then-
we're supposed to pretend that movie didn't even exist.
I think so at this point, yes, 100%.
Okay, so I forgot about the gold protecting you, which was a weird left field scenario in my opinion. But also, in the first movie, they make it very clear that you can only kill a leprechaun if you have weakened him with the 4-leaf clover, which then diminishes his power, and then anything can kill him.
Yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
this one, they lean more into the traditional folk tales of raw iron hurting folk people.
I always learn stuff from you. See, there's that big brother relationship.
Well, I'm about to drop another little bit of knowledge on you.
Okay.
This movie also pushed the false assumption that motorboating lawnmower blades is somehow dangerous. That's how I clean my lawnmower yearly. Tilt that thing up, clean all that. Obviously, I'm joking about that, but it does bring up a very serious issue that I don't think is talked about enough, and probably is not even reported out of embarrassment. But all of the strippers out there that have the pasties with the tassels on it, they got those things spinning like propellers. You know that's taking an eye out. And you do not want to be the guy that goes to the doctor with an eye missing and they're like, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. I call it the helicopter.
Let's be glad that that wasn't portrayed in this movie at all.
To each their own.
But based off of that, the kills were a little bit better in this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the budget, the practical effects were much better in this. My cheap ass went for the Freebie movie, and I didn't see any gore.
There wasn't any.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Then in that case, I watched the full
what
movie.
streaming system did you watch it on?
I watched it on YouTube.
It was on Peacock, so I used your account to watch it on Peacock.
That's why I've been, why my Peacock account's been locked. Okay, great.
The kills were better, but they still didn't go far enough.
Oh, just you wait, pal.
I said that the first movie felt kind of like a family movie, and I would have no problem showing it to like a 13-year-old. This one, there's no way I'm showing it to a 13-year-old simply because they had boobies in it.
I didn't see any boobies either.
Well, that's why that dude motorboated that lawnmower blades.
Well, I saw that, but they never showed anything.
No, this one they did. It didn't need to see breast in this movie, but it was somewhat humorous to me how they correlated the nipples with the bolts that were holding the blades onto the mower. Again, it didn't go far enough. They go to a shadow. You see the guy put his face into the lawnmower, and then you see blood getting splattered on the wall. I would have at least liked to see a skinned face afterwards. They didn't necessarily have to show the guy's face going into the mower, but I would have at least
How cool would it have been if he pulled back and he's like, oh, yeah, right?
It would have been better.
Yeah.
And there was this other death. It was like, I know this death is here to make the movie more entertaining, but the way it got to it was such a dumb choice by that character that it didn't work for me.
Which death is this?
Is when the guy asked for, as soon as he said, I want your gold, I was like, dumb effer, you.
Okay, I'm going to poke a hole in here.
Do it.
This dog is getting
Like
out of
his
that.
stomach.
This dog is getting out of the hole, okay?
Not even close. It's not even close. But
We
go.
can't even figure it out.
Go.
How did the leprechaun kill Morty if Morty had his gold?
They introduced this whole thing that if you have the leprechaun gold, the leprechaun cannot hurt you. He has the full pot of gold, spoilers, in his stomach, and yet the leprechaun hurts him. That you're right. That makes no sense. And the only thing I can lean on is that it was because it was a wish. But
Yeah, but leprechauns don't grant wishes, do they?
yeah.
They do?
Yeah, it's a
I
classic
thought it was bullshit.
No, you remember I made that comment, you make your fourth wish, you lose them all, and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a very classic thing. You
Well,
catch
clearly I don't know what you're talking about.
Why do you think they freaking chase after Lucky Charm guy? Because they're after his wishes, not a
they
cereal.
want a bowl of cereal, man?
It's that bad.
Yeah.
What's your favorite charm in Lucky Charms?
Forever Chemical.
Okay, it's a legitimate choice, and I will accept that.
Yeah, thank you.
I want to hear from everybody watching. What's your favorite marshmallow in the Lucky Charms box? I'm going to say horseshoe for me.
They've gotten bigger too, man. Yeah. They must
Your
have
testicles from the chemicals that are in the cereal?
Well, that's not happening.
I wasn't allowed when I was a kid. It was like no Lucky Charms. We're talking shredded wheat or Raisin Bran. That was the best. Or cornflakes, freaking cornflakes,
Not
or
frosted?
Wheaties. Nothing with sugar in it.
Did you like put sugar in it? Like,
Yeah, we were allowed to put a spoon of sugar,
a heaping spoon.
but we were not. And you know what? My mom didn't even buy that whole Kicks Are for Kids. Mother tested, kid approved.
She's like,
F
that's
that.
bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah, your mom was on it, dude. She knew
She was
her
on
shit.
something. That's all I got to say. Okay, back to this movie.
Probably the sugar. Was she the type that ate all the marshmallows in the Lucky Charms and then gave you
Yeah,
guys
she just gave me
the rest? They're like, this is how they come. Sorry,
Exactly.
dude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like, but the
She
picture.
licks each frosted flake.
She stuck him on people's face. I don't know. That was weird.
Mm.
Anyway, the overarching story of this movie is a little difficult to swallow. Like all the unsweetened cereal I was forced to eat as a child. He's here to the leprechaun is going to marry the slave's daughter, but the slave saves his daughter. But then the leprechaun's like, okay, I'm going to come
All right,
after
bitch.
your like great granddaughter,
Just
another
watch this.
1,000 years. Am I the only one that thought that at the beginning, as it shows the leprechaun looking through the lineage of this guy, and it's showing the daughters, granddaughters, great granddaughter, did they not look, as they progressed, they looked more bitchy as the years went on?
More Karen.
I was like, ew.
And the leprechaun's like, yeah, this
That's
is my
the way I
time. That's
like
the
'em.
one.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
He's going after this dude's, I don't know, quadrillion-year-old granddaughter, whatever. There's always this overarching feeling of sexual assault that is going to occur at some point in this movie. And it was so uncomfortable for me that if he was not stopped, you knew what was going to happen, which...
He made it very obvious what was going to happen.
And
man.
when he licked her face and that massive drop of drool rolled down her face,
Are you all right?
it was so bad. On top of the fact that it looked like semen.
You can be all right there.
My gosh, that was so disgusting.
Did
you get any of the same?
You're gonna make me gag. Gross. No, what grossed me out was him talking about her having a litter of his kids.
Now, let me talk about the unsung hero of this movie. Freaking Clint Howard has a bit part in this movie, and it's a shame because I think that we learned from the movie Evil Speak that Clint Howard actually has some acting chops, and he has been relegated to these bit parts, which is such a shame. Did you notice that the kid says to him, if you can't handle it, go get some ice cream? And then 1995, a year later, he is the starring role of Ice Cream
He's
Man.
Like, fuck you, kid. Watch this. There's also the guy from Mad TV in this.
Yeah.
Which I thought he did the best. As far as the acting went, like, dude,
I don't know about
he had chops. Something McDonald or something like that.
It felt like a Mad TV skit to me, though.
Yeah, it did, right? So this was pre-Mad TV, I'm pretty sure. And he was hilarious, man. I thought it was good, but you don't get to see the kill. You don't get to.
Well, I mean, his face blistered up a little bit.
See, I did watch the edited version.
Bummer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets his hands stabbed with forks. He can't move, and then he gets an espresso steam right to the face.
No.
And he blistered. He didn't even think to like maybe duck. He just
move. Yeah, he's like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Sorry, guys, I can't give away a gold star today because Jake gets it for that joke.
I will be here all day.
I'm going to give this a half a point more than I gave the first one. So this is landing at a solid 5 out of 10 for me.
Wow. Hey, Aaron. I'm giving this a 5.
See?
Sorry, dude.
It went down. You gave a 6 to the first one.
I did because I think it just has that. So if they would have stopped there, I think it would have made that more impactful. But there's so many inconsistencies that just took me out of the movie from the very beginning. I was like, dude, you guys made this not even 6 months later, and you guys can't keep your shit together. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
Now, the kills, the practical effects are getting better. And number 3 is a sweet spot, man.
I want to hear from you guys out there who are Leprechaun fans. Do you think Leprechaun 2 brought it up a notch, or do you think it went down? We need to hear what you think in the comments below. But before we depart, I have a personal lore story I want to discuss with Jake, because his brother Aaron, this is his favorite franchise within horror. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I think I putting this together in my head. I work with Paul, who is Aaron's best friend.
We'll call it that.
At one point. Let's not get too personal. It might be more than that. It might be more than that.
It might be more than that.
Here's the thing. I don't know what came first, Paul or Leprechaun. But Paul is
Whoa.
Stop.
Whoa.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Paul is quite the short man. And he has a beard. Some would call him leprechaunish. I'm just wondering if there's some kind of
weird
Freudian thing in here with your brother.
See, you told me to stop.
You
told me to stop, but then you went down that route.
You went too graphic. I was not going graphic. I'm allowing other people to make their judgment as to what that connection is.
Are you at least going to put a picture of Paul and the leprechaun next to each other?
I can't.
Right
here? Out of respect for Paul, I will not put a photo. I don't want him being,
Don't we have a video? We've got a video of Paul.
In the leprechaun outfit, in fact.
On our Instagram, I think. You're like, this is the true horror I deal with every day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He's grabbing his junk.
Yeah, dude. Like, whoa, man, we got to get back deep in the lore here.
So I'm curious. I know this has nothing really to do with, this is more of a family thing, but I don't know. What's your thoughts here? Do you think that what do you think?
I'm working a program. I have no thoughts.
I don't, just, where do you think, is it leaning that Aaron likes Leprechaun because of Paul, or do we think he likes Paul because of Leprechaun?
I think this is pre-Paul. Knowing my dad's history on letting us watch horror movies.
So we can assume that if there is a connection, it's he likes Paul because he looks like a leprechaun.
If that's the conclusion you're coming to,
I'm asking.
If that's the conclusion you yourself have gotten to, that I had nothing to do with, Aaron.
Thanks for joining us this week, Aaron, as a special unseen guest.
Mm-hmm. I said nothing. I want you to understand. I'm not putting you back on the amends list. So.
He said nothing on camera. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you made it this far, I'd love to give you a gold star, but Jake took it already with that amazing dad joke.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again. I don't know.
We'll see you next time.
Leprechaun.
I'm Jake.
Leprechaun 3, I guess.
Yeah, we are, baby.
Such a waste.
Lep in Vegas, baby.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.